The message from the angels to you is brought to you today by the Archangel Uriel and tells you, someone is harming you, open your eyes. My beloved, this message comes to you today for a very specific reason, and that is that there is someone in your life that is harming you in some way and you have to open your eyes. It is possible that you have not become fully aware of it, but you are living a situation in which a person is causing you harm, is damaging your life in some way. In this special message that comes with light directly to your being, you must pay attention and open both your mind and your heart to absorb and find the real essence that dwells in you and achieve changes in your life. That is why, staying until the end, you will discover why this message was really for you and how much you needed it. Also take advantage of the final advice to take your first big step. And you have to think about this a little bit because there are many ways in which someone can harm you. There is not only physical harm but also emotional harm, manipulation, deception, even economic deprivation or social isolation. There are many ways in which someone can harm you, and it is important that you realize this so that you can remedy it as soon as possible. It may be a little hard for you to hear this message, but trust that this message does not come to you by chance. The universe puts it in front of you to enlighten your conscience, and you can take back the reins of your life. People can harm you in a punctual way, but they can also do it in a sustained way in time, and the intensity of the damage can be very varied. But be that as it may, right now the most important thing is that you become aware of this, because if you do not, you will not be able to take the necessary measures to protect yourself, to put an end to this suffering and to move forward with your life. You have to keep in mind that the harm they're causing you may not be intentional. That is, the person may not want to harm you or hurt you directly, but the truth is that the way they are behaving with you is harming you, and that should not be ignored. This is something you need to take care of, and that is why we are here today. We are here today to open your eyes and realize that someone is harming you. You need to do a reflection exercise and think about any negative changes that may have occurred in your life, as well as in the behavior of the people around you. And here you will have to be very honest with yourself, because it is very easy to blame others for what is happening to you, but it is more difficult to think about your own behavior and attitude. Therefore, here the key to knowing if there is someone who is harming you is to reflect on whether the negative things that are happening to you can come from your own behavior or, on the contrary, are the consequence of the actions of others. Thus, you have to pay close attention to any mood swings that occur in your mood. And if you are lately too sad, stressed or irritated and you cannot find an explanation for those sensations, it can be a clear sign that someone is harming you and that is affecting your emotional state. Because if you have a negative attitude, it is normal for you to feel that way. But if you are making an effort to have a positive attitude and despite everything you continue that way, chances are that some of the people around you are lowering your vibration. You must also be attentive to possible changes that may occur in your relationships with your family and friends. Because if things start to go wrong with the people who love you, you must be very attentive to stop that situation. And when someone harms you, one of the first things that shows is in the relationship you have with the people you love. If suddenly everything has changed in a negative way, you should continue investigating because someone is probably harming you with their thoughts, words, or actions. Maybe you haven't given it much importance, but for some time you have been noticing that there is a person who is constantly making negative comments about you. Criticize everything you do, what you say, the things you think, and in general everything that has to do with you. This person may also want to control everything you do and the people you associate with. This is a clear sign that that person is harming you because they are denying you your freedom. And nothing and no one has the right to deny you freedom, because that is a good that belongs to you by divine right. When someone sets out to harm you, it can also affect your health and your financial life. Because whoever harms you is going to break the harmony in your life, and through their energy they are going to try to distance the pure energies of the universe, such as abundance, health, goodness, love, and truth from you. I know that it is not easy to become aware of this, because you have met people who at first seemed absolutely wonderful, who seemed good and kind. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. But appearances are sometimes deceiving, and the wolf disguises itself in sheep's clothing. Some people in your life really do you good because they help you connect with things that are good for you. But others, on the other hand, have behaviors that directly harm you, and you have to open your eyes as soon as possible to remove them from your life as much as possible. Someone is harming you because it directly does not make you feel good, it does not bring you anything good, it is not allowing you to be yourself. This person is even going so far as to make you doubt yourself, and that is why you have to realize that it is not really worth it to have them by your side. Their company does you more harm than good. And it will be difficult to realize this because that person may not even be doing it consciously. That is, it is possible that he does not intend to harm you, or at least he does not intend to harm you that much. But his state of consciousness does not allow him to see the extent of his actions. Then you have to be smarter, and above all you have to take care of yourself, because that is a responsibility that corresponds to you. You have to realize that if you are getting stuck in life because of someone else, that person is harming you, even if it is unintentional, but they are doing it. Keep in mind that to a large extent the purpose of relationships between human beings is growth and development. That is, human beings share the same nature, and are called to cooperate with each other, to help each other and to rise together. If a person appears in your life and prevents you from growing, prevents you from developing and evolving, they are harming you. Because it is cutting your wings, it is against your own nature. You have to choose the people who are part of your life very well, and you have to always try to have people around you who help you grow in every way. People who inspire you emotionally and personally, people who bring you good things and make you feel good about yourself. Think about this a little, because if you think about it, there is someone you have met who has made you doubt yourself a lot. It has made you feel insecure and made you feel worse. Maybe that person has not done it intentionally, but if it does not bring you anything good, it is much better that you dedicate that time and energy to working on yourself, taking care of yourself. A person is seriously harming you when they constantly force or pressure you to do things you don't want to do. He may not force you directly, but he may blackmail you a little to get you to agree to what he wants from you. And this is not fair at all. This produces a very negative consequence on you because you deny yourself. You lose your freedom and put it in the hands of another person. Remember that someone who truly loves you will accept you just the way you are. It may inspire you to be better, but it won't require you to change anything about yourself. And with this behavior, this person is making you feel bad without you realizing it. Because to have harmony within you, you have to be coherent. That is, what you want and what you do must go in the same direction. But if someone forces you to do something you don't want to do, you are losing harmony within yourself. And that translates into imbalance, sadness, bad mood, and even low self-esteem. That's why you have to always be attentive to what you want, to your needs, and you have to talk. Because if someone asks you for things that you don't want, but does so without bad intentions, they will respect you and you won't have to do it. But, on the other hand, if that person has bad intentions, you will see it clearly the moment you say no to any of their whims. Then that person will clearly be harming you. You are much wiser than you think, when inside you have the feeling that something is not going well. You have to pay attention to it, because your intuition will always show you the right path. If someone makes you feel bad, they are hurting you, and you have to decide what you do with it. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Be proactive and open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. Do not underestimate the power of now. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today. Go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings forever.